So this Friday, we have the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson boxing match going on. Are you watching? Okay, quick tale of the tape. Mike Tyson, 57, Jake Paul, 27. Will age play a factor? Here's something, 5'10 versus 6 foot. So, that's not like 3 inches isn't huge, but I think over, the course of X amount of rounds, those things can add up as far as Jake Paul may be able to reach Tyson easier. Here's an interesting stat, the weight. So the way this is put is in stones. For example, Mike Tyson says, 15 stones, 7 pounds. Stones is an old British UK term that they still use in boxing. And 1 stone is equal to about 6.35 kilograms. And you can see the fight difference, the experience difference between Mike Tyson, 58-10, the wins, the losses, no contest, the knockouts. Both have a pretty darn high rate of knockout, though, which is impressive by Jake Paul as well. So, with the tail of the tape, who are you picking so far? Okay, to help you with your prediction of the fight, this fight's a little bit different. Usually at the heavyweight where they're boxing at that weight class, they're using 10-ounce gloves. For this fight, they've chosen 14-ounce. Now, a lot of people say, man, 14-ounce, it's like hitting somebody with a pillow. It's not going to hurt. Even though Mike Tyson has all that power, there's no way he's going to knock out Jake Paul with 14-ounce gloves. I disagree. I think Mike Tyson has enough power to absolutely knock anybody out, even wearing a 14-ounce glove. I don't know how much of a factor this is going to come in. Obviously, the extra 4 ounces is going to be a little bit heavier on their shoulders as they're moving throughout the rounds, but I don't think that that's going to matter as far as power when Mike Tyson hits you with a 14-ounce glove. Now, something else that's a little bit different, normal boxing rounds are three-minute rounds. They're 3 minutes per round. This one is only going to be 2 minutes. So what is this going to help as far as Mike Tyson's age? They're shorter rounds. Maybe he'll pick up the pace. Maybe he'll go at a higher pace. The same with Jake Paul, though. If it's only 2 minutes instead of 3 minutes, that extra 60 seconds shaved off, you have a lot more time to play with increasing your pace throughout the match, and maybe that's going to add up to a quicker knockout. We'll see. And they've also lessened the rounds where the rounds are only going to be, it's going to be 8 rounds instead of the standard 10 or 12. So shaving off 2 to 4 rounds from a normal boxing match, and the 4 ounces are going to be added to the glove. I don't know. So you've got 2-minute rounds. You've got less time per round and less rounds overall. So that's less time in the ring, less exhaustion, less room for error, arguably. So your mistakes will be far and few between compared to all the extra time you could spend in there. I don't know how this is going to matter because it's obviously it's equal for both sides. I think kind of the real winners here are, it's going to be us, the fans, because it's going to be on Netflix. We don't have to pay anything for that. At least in the US, if you have a subscription, that it's going to be free to all Netflix users. Overseas, they have some different conditions, so make sure you check that out before you tune into the fight and maybe are disappointed that you have to pay. But for the US, we're pretty lucky that this is going to be a free fight for us as long as you have a Netflix subscription. So tell me below, who's going to win, Tyson or Paul?